Chapter 52, Waking Up. Back on Earth, an hour after the heist, Retron sees the defenses getting released into the open world, and the production of the defenses is getting quicker at a point where the newly collected stars are in need. However, some servicemen take the knocked-out serviceman to Retron, someone who is waking up after being stunned. After being shocked by this, Retron considers this being the Legion, wondering where they are. And even other servicemen after checking the room where Diane is supposed to be a report that Diane's body is missing. So Retron orders a search party to find both the Legion and Diane, already having ideas where the Legion could be, somewhere barren. The Legion has reached a barren area, and they need to bring back Diane as soon as possible, and then generate a new craft, or a new awesomatone, up into space. They have an idea to go to the Titanrans. Thanks to prior research using the GPS which they have recorded the location of elsewhere. They know where to go, even if it's a long way with the use of light speed. The Titanrans might be the race who would be the keenest to see the Legion compared to other races. As they reach their destination, they manage to get Diane out of the vehicle. Nicole and Mike start to get rattled by Zami again, telling Zami to be quiet, telling Zami that yes, getting Diane was risky and it could make them more like enemies, but the universe does need Diane. Zami cannot reach the heights of Diane. Diane, after all, is equivalent to the Legion combined. But when will the Legion become united? Zami's new obsession with power is making Zami disagreeable with anyone else. Regardless, the Legion has Diane prepared, and thanks to Zami's extra familiarity with his power of cubes, he can get Diane out of his power-off mode compared to when he was first introduced to his power. Diane has woken up, but it looks like the goal to make Torrid hostile somehow works because Diane cannot remember anything. He looks blank, and this worries the lot. Even Diane starts to see that Zami's suit is slowly shifting, making Zami panic and zaps Diane before Nicole can get to Zami in time. With Diane receiving the blast, he then becomes hostile, slowly summoning his machine guns. Nicole then pushes Zami aside to summon her shield to counter the incoming fire from Diane's machine guns and laser eyes. Both Nicole and Mike try and reason with Diane, to which Diane does try and listen considering they have shown no sign of attacking. Even seeing that Zami is full of fear, and so for a moment, all is calm, especially as Nicole holds up a star they have from the heist. They have an idea to move to another area considering the sound of machine guns that was done earlier and then give Diane time to get his memory back. But according to Zami's sunglasses, it shouldn't take too long for Diane to fully reboot, but even then, they have to try and jog Diane's memory regardless. This plan however cuts short when Retron's sniper hits Diane from afar. And this is where both Diane and the Legion see from afar that the servicemen are trying to search from the Legion. While those around the land are unseen, the servicemen crafts are in the air. And they go and spot the Legion as the Legion tries and hide except Diane who is standing there despite the Legion trying to budge him to hide, staring at the sky, wondering who to trust. The serviceman crafts then start shooting stun lasers at those below as Retron ordered, but Diane gains a few hits, making him attack the crafts above. Retron is updated that while the Legion is trying to get away, Diane is uncharacteristically malicious, destroying any serviceman firing at Diane, in the crafts, the cars, the tanks, the boats, or even on foot. Even the Netro defenses so far assist, actually creating damaging hits against Diane. Not to mention Retron at first gets everyone to fire fatal lasers at Diane, but eventually tells all servicemen to stand down, letting the Netro turrets and drones make their move against Diane considering he had already killed a good few servicemen so far. But that doesn't stop Diane from attacking multiple servicemen whether he uses his long-range weapons or up-close attacks like punches or charging using his body weight. The Legion watches this, hiding well as Diane distracting everyone, but has a chance to redeem themselves. The Legion has an idea to stop Diane from attacking anymore, offering the star which will heal the hits Diane has gained so far. They need to get Diane's attention which won't be easy. As all of this happens, the town of Playmo starts to gain damage, drones are crashing into the ground. Car crashes are happening and some shots are getting fired at the town, making Retron already order the servicemen to try and protect the public from Diane. One shot of the turret does hit Diane's back, making him fall onto one of the town's roads. This makes the public fearful. Diane may have helped Earth before with only a few people able to see Diane up close, as Diane does try and make time for others despite being busy helping other planets, but even the public sees that something is not right with Diane. With the Netro defenses firing at Diane while being careful of the public, this makes Diane try and attack the defenses, but he is less mindful of the land around him and the public, causing more damage, especially added when Diane starts to bring turrets down and drones out of the way. Retron is not only worried about the people and annoyed with Diane, but he does get worried that his defenses aren't working, but he chalks it up by thinking that this would be better if there were way more of the defenses. Retron all this time has kept trying to fire at Diane, which Diane has noticed, and with defenses bothering him, he goes to find Retron. Now, Retron is face to face with Diane, having his sniper ready, a sniper amped up by Netro, but Mike tries to calm down this situation by getting Retron out of the way. Diane then goes from damaging some of the defenses to then endangering citizens, getting hit by a car, and then chucking the car away. Now nowhere is safe. Thanks to the conversation earlier, Zami decides to control his power more as he tries to reason with Diane with the other star. But then he zooms from one Legion member to the next and zooms away on foot quickly, knowing that the Legion is in deep trouble. Retron is keen to arrest them, and so sends a search party. Even Retron secretly orders the servicemen to kill the Legion no matter what. And he will be gaslighting the likes of the president that it had to be done for the servicemen's safety. Finally, there is the aftermath. Most of the turrets and drones are wrecked, and while there will be more being released, the others need instant repair. Some greenery is harmed, if it wasn't bad enough already that it has been squandered by Torrids blocks, which all have to be broken down and placed elsewhere for research. Plus the town has a few injured people, some broken roads, and even some roads and buildings have been broken down too. Despite Torrid's attack being ages ago, seeing events like this makes people feel like they are in danger all the time, never knowing who can protect them, and not even having any confidence in the servicemen nor Retron, which bothers them too. Retron will try anything to make everyone trust him. And sadly the servicemen have the help with a mess which the Legion has made, mainly because the Legion has to go from one mission to the next. This means the Legion got all the fun, and there would need to be more Netro inventions like a road cleaner or perhaps a type of drone that can shield. But the turrets and drones need their placed perimeter first, new ideas require their own time and pipeline, and the turrets and drones were already in production and agreed on by the president and more.